Dorian, Phrygian, Lydian, Mixolydian. What does it all mean? That mystery was left to be solved by one man and his dog. It was about midnight when she walked in my office. I could tell by the look on her face that something was wrong, something was perplexing her. And she found the only dog for the job. Slug wasn't quite sure what she was saying, because he is a dog. But he knew, half pit, half basset hound, that he had the right nose for the job. What's up, everybody? It's Rick from Rick's Rock School. Welcome back to Dog, Coffee, and Guitars, episode 9. I'm excited for today because we are solving the modes mystery. You saw Slug nose to pavement searching for clues last week, episode 8. If you didn't see it, I'll post the link in the description. Episode 8, you saw his subterranean training regimen. He had to get ready for this because we were going in and we were going to find out what people don't know. They ask me this question all the time. How do I apply modes? How do I use it for soloing? What are modes? Well, you saw me play 3 different examples. We did what? We did Oye Como Va. We did Sweet Home Alabama. We did Symphony of Destruction by Megadeth. Those songs have 3 uniquely different moods. Well, let's replace that word mode. Something a little less mysterious. Mood. We all know what moods are. Every song you ever heard in your life has made you feel something. You can tell right away whether you play guitar or not, whether a song is happy, sad, etc., etc. That's what the modes are. They are 7 unique moods that we can create with music. And we're going to delve into the science. If you're a songwriter and you don't know this, you've been fishing in an ocean the entire time, I'm going to show you how to fish in a barrel. It's so much easier. But wait, first, a couple of shout outs. Shout out to Go Puff. I live here in Old City, Philadelphia, as we all know. I rep Philly. It's not where I'm from, and I'm in a bit of a good mood though because I'm going back home today, going on a vacation back to Atlantic City, New Jersey, or the surrounding area. I'm from Atlantic City, and going to the beach. Real quick, side note, all the Philly people, bring it in. I'm with you now. I live here. I love you. I'm one of you. Stop saying down the shore. It's cringeworthy. Nobody from the beach calls it the shore. We live at the beach. Okay, anyways. Guys, the modes, let's dig right into this. Now, we can actually play the same note over and over and over again. And it will sound completely different. It will create a completely different mood depending on what chord is behind it. If you don't believe me, check it out. It's eye-opening, isn't it? I mean, look, that one note played over and over and over again, but as you see, every time the chord within the key changed, the mood changed. And the mood changed because the mode changed. So, Ionian, Dorian, Phrygian, it's this big mystery. I mean, we're all Mixolydian up. It's Phrygian frustrating. No, thank you. Look, all I gotta say is this. If you change the chord within the key, the mood keeps changing. So, step by step, in the next 5 minutes, you're gonna learn Lynyrd Skynyrd, the Beatles, Bob Marley, Megadeth, and Carlos Santana. Watch, check it out. So that in the opening segment, when I was doing Sweet Home Alabama, and I'm not gonna sit here and show you how to play the intro to Sweet Home Alabama. There's a Marty Schwartz video for that. But that lick that I was playing over a Ionian mode. Ionian mode means we're playing over the 1 chord, the root of the key. So if we're in the key of G, the riff is going to be based on the G chord. So look, it lands on G. Because G is our root in this key, or any key that you're in, the root is going to give you that resolution that our ear is searching for. Let's now resolute this sound. Key Ionian mode is about the happiest sounds you can make, and anything that you play over that riff is going to sound happy. Even if you play a note that's supposed to be from a minor chord, like if you're supposed to play, E, if you play E over a G chord, it's still gonna sound happy. Everything. So your 1 chord in any key is major. Your 2 chord is always minor. Dorian. Dorian is a fancy way of saying a riff played around the 2 chord. Do Carlos Santana in a minute. The 3 chord is Phrygian, and those are the 3 that we're going to focus on today. So the 3 we're going to focus on today. Next week, tune into part 2 of this, and we'll do the rest of them. But 3 is Phrygian mode. Now, if you're a Sabbath fan like me, when they go to the B chord, it's one of the darkest, heaviest moments in heavy metal history. When they go to the B chord in War Pigs, when they're coming out of they're walking that riff down, and they hit it's one of the greatest moments in the history of the world. Forget music, it's just one of the greatest moments ever. That is the darkest sound you can make on your guitar. Phrygian mode. It happens when we center our riff around the 3 chord. In this case, B, G, A, B. Or like Seven Nation Army. Those are the 3 modes we're going to focus on today. Ionian, Dorian, Phrygians. Let's circle back. Ionian mode. I'll give you a couple examples in some different keys. Here's how I was playing that Sweet Home Alabama lick. Again, chords are D, C, and G. The lick is 7th fret of your A string. We're hammering on to the 9th fret and hitting the 7th fret of the G twice. On the return trip, grab 9A, 7, and back to 5. Basically the same move, just down a whole step. Now, we're into that open G major scale. We're going to hit the open A, hammer on, hit the open D, hit the open G. There's the lick. Okay, now some other examples. Let's say we're in a different key. Let's go to the key of C, where our 1 chord would be a C. Well, let's look at some riffs that are some songs that are based in C Ionian. A real easy one to do. Let It Be by the Beatles. Resolution, but it's about the happiest sound we can make. We're just playing quarter notes. It's a C chord to a G chord to an A minor to an F. On the second time around, you're going to go C to G. You're going to hit the F chord, and we're going to go E note, 2nd fret D, open D, and then the C chord. The same exact song, same exact mode, same exact key, and everything. No Woman, No Cry by Bob Marley. Just follow Bob's words. F, F, F. C, G, A minor, F, Ionian mode. So that's a C Ionian. Sweet Home Alabama in G Ionian. Ionian, again, fancy way of saying center it around the root chord or whatever the key is called. Make a riff around that. And if you do that, you're going to get that happy, resolute sound. Now, the 2-chord, Dorian mode. Dorian is possibly my favorite mode. It's because I love Carlos Santana. It's that Latin jazz feel, things that are, Latin jazz or Middle East. A lot of time are written around the 2-chord. Just jazz in general. You get a lot of 2-5-1s. So, Oye Como Va, Carlos Santana. It's in the key of G, but there's not a single G chord in the entire song. So you don't need to play the root. Oye Como Va is written around these 2 chords. A minor 7, and I'm playing it 5th fret E, 5th fret D, 5th fret G, 5th fret of the B. All stacked together like this. Mute out the A string. And it's a great movable jazz chord shape. If you want to learn all your jazz chords, go back and watch the Jazz Guitar Cheat Code Part 1. Video I put out a long time ago. I will post the link. Well, a long time ago. We were still in quarantine. It was the last couple months, but everything seems like a long time ago. We're in a time warp. Anyways, I'll post the link to the Jazz Guitar Cheat Code Part 1. Learn all your jazz chords. But for now, there's 2 of them. A minor 7 and the D9 chord. D9 is a dominant 7 chord with the 9th. It's our 5 chord. That would be Mixolydian mode. Tune in next week to find out how we use all that. A minor like this, and D9 like this. 5, 4, 5, 5. So the pinky and the ring finger are staying completely still. And as far as timing goes, 2 downbeats and then up, up. So it's down, down, up, up. That change, bring the middle finger up, bring the first finger to the F sharp, and you got that. So A minor and D9, that's the backing chord. The licks go like this. Keep in mind, everything that we play over this 2 chord is going to sound like this. To boil it down, A Dorian, or the G major scale, all it is, hold on, check it out, look at the graphic. It's the G major scale. It's a G major scale starting on an A. Your key of G is G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp. The A Dorian mode would be A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G. Exactly the same notes. So in a way, you can think of A Dorian as an A minor scale with an F sharp added in. Now, when we play it, you're going to get this shape. And that's if you play those notes verbatim, but you can still be in Dorian mode. This is a big misconception. People think you have to be playing those notes in that position to be able to play in that mode, and that's simply not the case. If the backing chords are A minor 7 and D9, you are in A Dorian, even if you're playing an E minor pentatonic scale. Did that over, you'd be in A Dorian still. You could play a G major scale note for note over those 2 chords and everything would sound like Carlos Santana. So the chords that you choose as the backing for your solo determine the mode that you're in, and the mode that you're in determines the mood that you're in. So, and then one more mode we're going to talk about today, the Phrygian mode. Phrygian is, like I was saying, the darkest of all modes. That part of War Pigs in B Phrygian that's in the key of G. Now, check this out. Check this out. Where do we know this from? Jaws, right? That sounds terrifying. As a general rule, sharks do not eat people to music that sounds like this. That'd be pretty messed up. So somebody who writes for TV and movies and video games, etc., must understand modes and the different moods that they create. The guy that wrote the score for Jaws knew, hey, that half step from the 3 to the 4, Phrygian mode is going to be the sound of a shark about to eat a bunch of children on the beach. This whole... It's legendary. Phrygian mode. So, in the key of C, your 3 chord would be E. So we would have E Phrygian. Jaws. Also, though, in the beginning, I played Symphony of Destruction by Megadeth. Check it out. And that's an F chord to an E chord. So F, E, E. And then I palm mute. Guys, Symphony of Destruction, Megadeth, the verse riff to Enter Sandman. There it is, guys. So 3 distinctly different moods and a lot of different examples. You know, little Carlos Santana. You know some Beatles now. You know Bob Marley. You know Megadeth. You know Metallica. You know why sharks eat people in Phrygian mode and not in Ionian mode. I hope you learned something. Tune in next time. We're gonna learn the rest of the modes. And before I go, Slug's got something to say. Catch me next time on Dog Coffee Guitars, guys. See you then. Guys, Slug wanted to say goodbye, and as always, here at Dog Coffee Guitar, we love animals, we love dogs and cats and anything else at the shelter. Guys, donate to your local shelter. Donate to your local shelter. I'm teaching you free guitar lessons. To anybody donates to the local animal shelter, SPCA, Humane Society, whatever, show me you made a $10 donation or more, you're going to get a free guitar lesson over Zoom or FaceTime. Slug might even make an appearance. Look at him. And you know what? I'll up the offer. If you come to me and you say, look, I adopted a dog or a cat after watching an episode of Dog Coffee Guitars, I'm going to make it a month of free lessons. A month of lessons over Zoom, Skype, FaceTime, anywhere in the world. Help out animals, guys. Everybody say bye. Slug, we'll see you next Friday.